Say these 3 compliments and she'll fantasize about you all night. Old Stoic wisdom. There's a unique power in choosing the right words at the perfect moment. Women aren't captivated solely by appearance, status, or wealth. What truly lingers in their minds is the way you make them feel. Too often, men settle for cliches like, "You're beautiful," "You have stunning eyes," or "That outfit looks amazing on you." While pleasant, these compliments barely register. They're easily forgotten. But when you deliver a compliment that stops her in her tracks, quickens her heartbeat, and leaves her wondering about the meaning behind your words, you change the game entirely. You transform from just another man into someone who occupies her thoughts long after you're gone. In this guide, I'll share 3 carefully crafted compliments, words rooted in ancient wisdom that carry an undeniable, almost magnetic effect. Use them thoughtfully because, once spoken, they will spark something profound in her, and she'll never view you the same way again. Compliment 1. You have no idea how hard it is to look at you and not touch you. This isn't just a compliment. It's a confession. It's the kind of thing that slips out when the tension is unbearable, when the air between you is thick with something unsaid. It's not rehearsed, it's not calculated, it feels like a loss of control, and that's what makes it dangerous. Because women aren't just attracted to confidence, they're drawn to the moment when a man loses his grip on it, when he's usually composed, usually in control, but for just 1 second, she breaks him. Most guys play it safe. They compliment her in ways that make her feel good, but not in ways that make her crave. They say things like, "You're so beautiful," or "You have the most amazing smile." Nice, sure, but forgettable. But when you lock eyes with her, exhale like you're fighting something inside you, and say, "You have no idea how hard it is to look at you and not touch you." That's when you become unforgettable, because now you've thrown gasoline on the fire. She won't be able to stop herself from feeling it. The way your voice dipped, the way your fingers twitched just slightly, like you were holding yourself back, the way your breath hitched, like she just did something to you that she didn't even realize. And here's the beautiful part. This isn't just a compliment. It's a challenge. You're making it crystal clear that she affects you, that something about her makes it damn near impossible to keep your hands to yourself. But you're doing it anyway. You're showing discipline, restraint, self-control. And that's what gets into her head. Because now she's thinking, what if he lost control? What if he gave in? What would that feel like? And the longer she thinks about it, the more she wants it to happen. But here's the trick. You don't act on it. You don't lean in. You don't touch her. You just let those words sit in the air. Let them sink into her skin. Then you change the subject like you didn't just completely rewire her brain. And later, when she's lying in bed replaying that moment, that's when she'll start to wonder what it would feel like if you finally did. Once a woman starts thinking about that, she won't be able to stop. Compliment 2. You make me want to be a better person. A woman experiences a profound sense of pride and fulfillment when she realizes that her presence, actions, or very way of being has inspired a meaningful change in someone else, especially when that change is positive and uplifting. Telling her that she makes you want to become a better man is far more than a casual compliment. It speaks to the core of her influence on you, recognizing not just her beauty or charm, but the strength of her character and the integrity of her lifestyle. When you acknowledge that witnessing her behavior and attitude motivates you to improve yourself, you tap into a deep emotional wellspring that resonates with many women's innate desire to be seen as impactful and valuable beyond surface-level attributes. This kind of acknowledgement is especially powerful because it conveys that you don't just admire her externally, you respect and appreciate the way she lives her life, the principles she stands for, and how those qualities inspire growth within you. In an era where genuine connection often feels fleeting or superficial, offering a compliment rooted in the transformation she sparks in you is a way to create a strong, lasting emotional bond. It's as if you're sharing a secret that her influence doesn't just make your days better, but fundamentally shapes your path towards becoming the best version of yourself. This profound form of praise lights up her heart because it validates her impact in a way that transcends ordinary flattery, fostering a sense of significance and emotional security. It invites her to feel that her presence is not just welcomed, but essential to your personal development and happiness. In the modern context, where relationships can often be distracted by surface impressions or social media facades, this Stoic wisdom reminds us that true attraction is cultivated through mutual elevation. When one person's values, mindset, and actions inspire the other to rise higher, saying, "She makes you want to be a better man," is more than words. It is an invitation to walk alongside her on a shared journey of growth, resilience, and deepening respect. It acknowledges that love and admiration flourish when partners see each other as catalysts for self-improvement and emotional maturity rather than merely objects of desire. By embracing this perspective, you not only deepen the intimacy and trust in your relationship, but also honor the timeless truth that meaningful connections are forged when people inspire each other to become greater than they ever imagined alone. This complement, therefore, becomes a powerful tool in modern relationships, creating a space where vulnerability, authenticity, and mutual aspiration thrive, making her fantasize not just about the moments you share, but about the life you build together, fueled by respect and shared growth. If you want to make her feel truly seen and inspire a deep connection, say this: "You make me want to be a better person." It's more than a compliment. It's a promise of growth, respect, and real partnership. Now, if you're ready to be the man who lifts both of you higher, drop this in the comments right now. I am the man who grows stronger with her. Compliment. 3. You are really different from other women. Listen carefully. When you tell a woman, "You truly stand out from every other woman I've ever met," you're not just throwing out a casual compliment. You're delivering a powerful message that taps into something primal and undeniable. You're telling her she's not like the rest, that she shines brighter, laughs louder, and carries a presence that eclipses every other rose that's crossed your path. This isn't fluff. This is the ancient wisdom of attraction, wrapped in 3 simple words but loaded with seismic impact. When you say this, you're not just complimenting her, you're elevating her. You're handing her the truth that she is unique, exceptional, and irreplaceable. And make no mistake, in today's distracted, fast-paced world, where genuine connection feels scarce, making her feel truly special is the ultimate power move. Think about it. The great philosopher Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment." When you highlight her difference, you're affirming her authenticity. You're showing her that you see what others don't, the quirks, the spark, the rare kind of humor and personality that makes her unforgettable. This creates an unspoken bond. It triggers a powerful emotional response. Her heart races, her mind lingers on your words long after you've spoken, and suddenly, you occupy her thoughts like a magnetic force she can't resist. This is no accident. This is psychology at its finest. You're creating scarcity, exclusivity, and desirability all at once. You're making her feel like the rare prize, the one-of-a-kind treasure in a sea of ordinary. And when a woman feels this, she will fantasize about you. She'll replay your words in her mind, craving more, imagining a future where she is the only one you choose to see in that extraordinary light. The ancient Stoics knew this intuitively. They understood the power of meaningful words, not just empty flattery, to shape human desire and respect. Marcus Aurelius said, "The soul becomes dyed with the colour of its thoughts." When you paint her with the colour of uniqueness and admiration, you're embedding yourself in her soul. This is a tool every man must wield with confidence. Don't just say it once and hope for the best. Repeat it with intention. Let her hear it so often that it becomes a truth she can't deny, a mantra she carries in her heart. Be the man who sees her like no one else does. Be the man who recognizes and vocalizes her rare brilliance. This is how you dominate the emotional landscape of any woman's mind. This is how you become unforgettable. So here's your call to action. Comment below with this statement. You're the only woman who ever made me stop and truly see what matters. Say it. Believe it. Own it. Watch how your words transform the connection. Watch how she starts to crave your presence, your attention, your very essence. This is no coincidence. This is your power. This is your moment to step into mastery and make her fantasize about you all night long. Don't hesitate. Don't hold back. This is the ancient wisdom reborn for modern conquest. Claim it, use it, win with it. Compliment 4. There's something about you that drives me crazy, but I can't quite figure it out. Attraction isn't just about what you see, it's about what you feel. It's about that undeniable magnetic pull when two people are standing close and neither one can quite explain why their hearts are beating just a little faster. This compliment taps into that energy. It doesn't just make her feel pretty or desirable, it makes her feel dangerous, addictive, unforgettable. Most guys go straight for the obvious. You're beautiful. You have amazing eyes. That dress looks incredible on you. And sure, those compliments work, but only for a moment. They give her a small hit of validation, but they don't stick. She's heard them all before from guys who had no real impact on her. Compliments like that fade as quickly as they're spoken. But when you say, "There's something about you that drives me crazy, but I can't quite figure it out," you do something completely different. You don't just flatter her, you make her obsess. Because now you've given her a puzzle, and women can't resist a puzzle when it's about them. Suddenly she's wondering, what is it about me that's driving him crazy? Why can't he figure it out? What does he see in me that no one else does? And that's the moment she starts to fall. Women don't just want to be admired. They want to be wanted in a way that feels uncontrollable. They want to feel like their presence alone can make a man lose his composure. That there's something about them, something deeper than looks, that pulls a man in and refuses to let him go. When you use this compliment, you're not just telling her she's attractive, you're telling her she's dangerous, that she has a power over you that she didn't even know she had. And nothing turns a woman on more than that. But the real magic is all in how you deliver it. Imagine you're sitting next to her, the conversation flowing effortlessly, the energy between you charged with something unspoken. Maybe you're making her laugh. Maybe she's looking at you with that slightly mischievous glint in her eye. And then, in a quiet moment when she least expects it, you lean in just a little, not too much, just enough for the air between you to shift. And you say it slowly, deliberately. "There's something about you that drives me crazy, but I can't quite figure it out." Then you pull back. Don't explain, don't rush to clarify. Just let the words settle between you. Let them hang there like a challenge she wasn't expecting. Because now she's hooked. She might play it cool at first, shrugging or teasing you, but inside, she's dying to know more. She wants to ask, "What do you mean? What is it about me? Tell me." But she won't. Not yet. Because women understand this game just as well as men do, and she won't give in that easily. But later, when she's alone, lying in bed, staring at the ceiling, replaying your words in her mind, that's when it'll hit her. She won't just be thinking about you, she'll be feeling you. The way your voice dropped just a little when you said it. The way you looked at her like she was something rare, something mysterious, something you couldn't quite put into words. The way you left the compliment unfinished, making her fill in the blanks on her own. And the more she thinks about it, the deeper she falls. Women are emotional creatures. They don't just want to be noticed, they want to be felt. They want to feel like they have an impact, like their presence alone can shake something loose in a man's chest. This compliment does exactly that. It tells her that she's not just another pretty face, she's different, she's dangerous, and she's someone who has already started to take up space in your mind. That's the kind of thing a woman fantasizes about at night. The next time you see her, watch how she looks at you. There'll be something different in her eyes now. A new curiosity, a quiet hunger, because the seed has been planted. And now she needs to know more. But don't give it to her too quickly. Keep that mystery alive. Let her wonder. Let her chase the answer. Because the longer she wanders, the deeper she falls. Unlock the secret to unforgettable attraction. Say this one line and watch her mind chase you all night. Want to be the man she can't stop thinking about? Then don't just listen. Act. If you're ready to ignite that mysterious pull, drop a comment right now with this sentence: I am the man who makes her heart race without saying a word. Like this video, subscribe for more timeless wisdom, and remember, real power lies in what you don't say as much as what you do. Compliment 5. Every time you smile, I feel like I'm witnessing something rare, like a secret only I'm lucky enough to know. Every time you tell her, every time you smile, I feel like I'm witnessing something rare, like a secret only I'm lucky enough to know. You're doing far more than praising a simple facial expression. You're unlocking a profound emotional connection that taps into her deepest sense of uniqueness and intimacy. A smile, though it may appear effortless and commonplace, when it comes from her, transforms into a symbol of something precious, almost mysterious, a quiet story waiting to be shared, a secret world that she alone holds the key to, and you're the fortunate confidant. This compliment works because it goes beyond surface-level admiration and creates an atmosphere of exclusivity and emotional depth, as if she's not just smiling, but revealing a piece of herself that is sacred and rare, only visible to you. By delivering this line in a gentle, almost vulnerable tone, like a whispered confession, you invite her into a space of trust and closeness, where her smile becomes a subtle but powerful bridge between your worlds, something intimate and treasured. This momentary exchange is so potent that her eyes will light up with a flicker of delight and curiosity, caught between the surprise of being seen so deeply and the warmth of feeling truly valued. The effect is lasting. She won't just smile for you in that instant, but will find herself replaying that moment over and over, pondering what it is about her smile that captivates you so profoundly. In modern life, where genuine connection can be rare amidst the noise of distraction and superficial interactions, this kind of sincere, thoughtful compliment cuts through the clutter and reminds her that she is extraordinary and deeply understood. It encourages her to share more of those authentic, joyful moments with you. Those smiles that tell stories, reveal secrets, and spark desire, making her want to open up and be vulnerable in ways she rarely does. This is not just about admiration, but about creating an emotional sanctuary where she feels safe to be herself, and you become the person she wants to share her rarest, most beautiful moments with. So, as you speak this, let it be an invitation to something timeless and profound, a subtle promise that you see and cherish what others might overlook. This kind of old Stoic wisdom teaches us that true admiration is never just about appearances. It's about recognizing and honoring the quiet mysteries that make a person who they are, turning simple moments into lasting memories that bind two souls closer in the tapestry of life. Compliment 6. That colour really suits you. That colour truly suits you. These simple words can do more than just compliment. They can ignite a woman's confidence and make her feel genuinely seen. When you tell a woman that the colour she's wearing enhances her natural beauty, it's not just about the fabric or the shade. It's about acknowledging her unique charm and the effort she puts into presenting herself. This kind of sincere encouragement taps into an ancient truth, echoed by the Stoics and timeless sages alike. Genuine appreciation is a powerful tool to connect on a deeper level. As the philosopher Seneca once said, sometimes even to live is an act of courage. In this case, wearing something that makes her feel confident can be that act, and your words are the courage she needs to keep embracing her beauty unapologetically. Think about it in everyday life. When a woman hears that a colour suits her, it validates her choices and inspires her to express herself more freely. It's not just about fashion, it's about identity and empowerment. By saying she should wear that color more often, you're offering a subtle but meaningful invitation for her to continue shining, turning an ordinary compliment into a motivating force that lifts her spirit. This kind of encouragement is the kind that stays with her, making her imagine the possibility of being admired and desired for the very essence she projects. It's no coincidence that old wisdom places great value on meaningful compliments. They aren't frivolous words, but seeds planted in the fertile ground of mutual respect and attraction. Moreover, this approach speaks directly to the core of what women cherish, being understood and appreciated for who they are, beyond the surface. It creates an emotional bond that can spark fantasies and daydreams about you because your words resonate deeply. The compliment becomes a key unlocking the door to her admiration and affection, rooted in the authenticity of your observation. In the fast-paced world we live in, genuine acknowledgement often feels rare, which makes your thoughtful compliment even more powerful. As Ralph Waldo Emerson wisely noted, "To know even one life has breathed easier because you have lived, this is to have succeeded." When you tell her that colour suits her, you are, in essence, making her life a little lighter, a little brighter. So next time you see her wearing a shade that elevates her, don't hold back. Instead of generic praise, focus on specific details that show you truly notice her. The colour she chooses, the way it complements her complexion, or how it brings out the sparkle in her eyes. These are the compliments that linger and make her fantasize about the connection you share. When you frame your words with sincerity and a touch of old Stoic wisdom, you not only build attraction, but also foster trust and admiration. The beauty of this approach is that it's authentic, respectful, and timeless, a blend that never goes out of style. If you've grasped the power of a sincere compliment, like telling her that colour truly suits her, you're stepping into a deeper, more authentic connection. This isn't just flattery. It's the key to making her feel seen, valued, and inspired. Now, take action. Comment below, "I see her true colours and speak with sincerity." Show you're ready to move beyond empty words and create lasting attraction with genuine appreciation. Compliment 7. You make silence feel electric. The room holds its breath when you speak. There's an extraordinary kind of power that some people possess, not through loud declarations or overt displays, but through the very way they inhabit a space. The kind of power that turns silence into something electric. When you tell her, "You have this way of making silence feel electric," it's like the whole room holds its breath when you speak. You are not merely offering a casual compliment. You're acknowledging a rare and profound presence, a force that transcends words and appearances. This is about the energy she radiates, an almost magnetic stillness that commands attention and transforms ordinary moments into charged experiences. It's the sort of presence that can shift the mood in a room simply by existing within it, causing people to lean in subconsciously, waiting for the next word, the next gesture. This compliment taps into ancient wisdom found in the teachings of Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, who reminded us that the soul becomes dyed with the colour of its thoughts. What she projects silently, the confidence, calm, and authenticity, colours the atmosphere around her in a way that is felt deeply but often goes unnoticed by others. You are telling her that her quiet strength has a profound effect on the world, and that her presence alone is a kind of unspoken command that draws everyone's focus naturally. When you deliver this compliment, do it with the intention of revealing a secret, a truth you have noticed that others might have missed. Speak it softly and sincerely, as if you're letting her in on a hidden power she holds, making her feel like the centre of the universe at that moment. It's not about flattery, it's about genuine recognition of how she impacts those around her without even trying. She will carry that feeling with her long after you've spoken, remembering how the silence between words wasn't a void, but a vibrant space alive with possibility and charged energy. This compliment invites her to realise how much influence she wields without speaking a single word, opening a new dimension of self-awareness and confidence that many never tap into. In real life, this concept is incredibly powerful because it reminds us that sometimes the most profound connections happen in the quiet moments, in the pauses between conversations. Too often, we rush to fill silence with noise, afraid of the emptiness it might bring. But true presence, true charisma, comes from comfort with silence itself. Learning to inhabit those moments, to make your presence felt without having to say much, is a skill that cultivates deeper respect and fascination from others. It's a lesson not just in communication, but in understanding human connection at its most elemental level. Consider how many times you've noticed someone who doesn't need to speak loudly to command the room. Their calm, deliberate demeanor, their ability to listen and simply be there, creating an invisible energy that holds attention. This is the essence of the compliment you're giving her, an acknowledgement of her quiet power and the subtle ways she influences the world around her. As the great philosopher Lao Tzu said, "Silence is a source of great strength." This compliment isn't just words. It's a reminder that strength and influence aren't always loud or obvious. Sometimes they are the unseen threads that bind a room together, the electricity in the air that makes every moment with her feel charged with meaning. When you help her see this, you're not only elevating her but also deepening your connection by recognizing a part of her that even she might overlook. This is why such compliments linger in the mind and spirit. They touch on truths that resonate at a fundamental level, making her wonder how much more she can do with that silent, magnetic energy. So, in your own life, whether you're navigating relationships, friendships, or professional environments, remember to appreciate and harness the power of silence and presence. Don't be afraid to acknowledge the quiet yet electrifying moments. It's often in these moments that real connection and fascination are born. When you see that spark in someone else, take the time to name it, to share with them the invisible force they hold. It's a gift that can transform how they see themselves and how they move through the world, and it will inspire them to cultivate that presence even further, becoming someone who, by simply being, commands respect and admiration. Have you ever experienced a moment when someone's silence spoke louder than words? Or maybe you've received a compliment that made you aware of your quiet influence. I'd love to hear your stories and thoughts on this, the subtle power of presence and the magic of silence. Share your experiences in the comments below, and let's explore together how these small but profound truths shape our connections and our lives. Compliment 8. You are so attractive even without makeup. You are incredibly captivating even without makeup. This is not merely a compliment. It is a powerful testament to the raw, unfiltered truth that defines real attraction and enduring love. If you are committed to building a relationship that lasts, one that rises above fleeting appearances and shallow moments, you must boldly tell her she is beautiful exactly as she is, without the layers of makeup or any artificial enhancements. This is not weakness. It is the ultimate expression of strength and wisdom. Aristotle wisely said, "Honesty is the first chapter in the book of wisdom, and when you choose to honor her natural beauty, you are not only acknowledging her outward appearance, but revealing that you see her entire being, the soul behind the face, the woman behind the mask society demands she wears. Every woman yearns to be seen, truly seen, for who she is beneath the surface, beyond the filters and the facades. The world we live in is obsessed with perfection, bombarded with impossible beauty standards that pressure women to cover up, mask up, and change themselves daily. Many men fall into the trap of admiring only what is presented, blinded by the gloss and the glossiness. But you, the man who understands that true power is rooted in sincerity, have the rare chance to stand apart, to speak a truth that will resonate so deeply she will carry it with her always. When you say to her, "You don't need to change, you're perfect just the way you are," you're not offering a cliché, you're planting the seed of trust and deep connection. This is the language of real love, the kind that inspires dreams, stirs passion, and anchors a woman's heart in a way superficial praise never will. This is old Stoic wisdom meeting modern reality. It is the timeless understanding that strength lies in authenticity, in embracing what is real instead of chasing illusions. The men who lead are not those who worship external beauty. They are those who recognize and honor the essence beneath. Steve Jobs captured this beautifully when he said, "Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. Natural beauty is simple, unpretentious, and so profoundly sophisticated it captivates on a level makeup cannot touch." This truth will linger in her mind, making her fantasize about you all night, not because of your looks, but because of the power of your words, your confidence, and your ability to see her as she truly is. Imagine the edge you gain when you wield this truth like a weapon in a world full of masks. This is the kind of wisdom that commands respect and devotion, that separates you from the crowd and elevates your presence. You become the man who holds the keys to a deeper connection, the man who makes a woman feel safe, valued, and truly admired. Don't wait. Speak these words now. Make her feel seen in a way no one else has, and watch your relationship transform into something unbreakable, fierce, and lasting. If this resonates, if you are ready to embrace this power and master the art of authentic connection, like this message, comment, "I'm that man," and subscribe to unlock more profound insights that will revolutionize your love life and personal growth. This is your call to rise, to lead with clarity, strength, and undeniable authenticity. The game of hearts is waiting. Are you ready to win it? And if you find today's content very interesting, please give me a word of encouragement by commenting "very interesting" in the comments section. That is a huge motivation for us. Thank you. Compliment 9. You're smart. Every woman carries a deep, often unspoken desire to be recognized not just for her outward beauty, but for the sharpness, wisdom, and brilliance of her mind. A desire that, when genuinely fulfilled, unlocks a powerful emotional connection rooted in timeless Stoic wisdom. In a world saturated with fleeting compliments about appearance, telling her she is incredibly intelligent speaks directly to her core, affirming that she is seen as a complete, multi-dimensional person. This is more than mere flattery. It is a sincere acknowledgement that her intellect, insights, and unique way of understanding the world hold immense value to you. Imagine looking her in the eye and saying she is the smartest woman you know, that every conversation you share with her expands your horizons and teaches you something new about life, ideas, or yourself. This kind of heartfelt praise does not only uplift her confidence, but builds a bridge of respect and admiration that deepens your bond. In today's fast-moving society, where relationships can often feel superficial and transactional, such a compliment breaks through the clutter, signaling that you appreciate her beyond skin deep and cherish the depth she brings to your life. Modern women, balancing demanding careers, family responsibilities, and social expectations, crave to be recognized for the full spectrum of their identity, and acknowledging her intelligence honors the effort, resilience, and brilliance she embodies every day. When you express this, you will likely witness a subtle transformation in her demeanor, a warm blush coloring her cheeks, a sparkle lighting her eyes, and a smile that reflects how deeply your words resonate with her. This response is more than physical. It reveals an emotional awakening, the joy of being genuinely seen and valued for who she truly is. This compliment also opens the door to more meaningful conversations, encouraging her to share her thoughts, passions, and dreams freely, fostering intimacy built on trust and mutual growth. Beyond just making her feel good, praising her intellect in this way shows emotional maturity and genuine interest in her as a person, qualities that are rare and profoundly attractive in modern dating and relationships. It tells her you're not just captivated by surface-level charm, but by the substance and character that make her unique. This is the essence of Old Stoic wisdom, reimagined for today, recognizing and honoring the qualities that endure and enrich life, rather than fleeting external attributes. By celebrating her mind, you ignite her imagination and desire, making her fantasize about you long into the night, not just because of physical attraction, but because you've created a connection that feels rare, authentic, and deeply satisfying. In practice, this means when you want to impress her or deepen your relationship, choose words that elevate and inspire, showing that you see her as a partner in thought and life, someone whose mind you admire as much as her presence. This approach transforms ordinary moments into something memorable, turning casual exchanges into meaningful experiences. It cultivates an environment where both of you can grow intellectually and emotionally, strengthening your bond and enriching your shared journey. So the next time you want to captivate her attention and make her feel cherished, remember that complimenting her intelligence is not just an old saying, but a timeless truth that taps into her deepest needs and desires. It is a subtle art that, when done sincerely, makes her imagine a future filled with connection, respect, and passion. A future where you are not just admired, but truly understood and treasured. Hey, thanks so much for watching all the way through. I really appreciate you taking the time to be here. Now let me be honest with you. If you want to truly stand out and leave a lasting impression, you have to do more than just say the usual things. The world is full of predictable, ordinary words and actions, but when you're with her, that's your chance to be different, to be memorable. So here's what I want you to do. The next time you're face to face with her, don't just speak to fill the silence. Look her in the eyes. Really see her. Lower your voice just a bit and say something that touches her on a deeper level, something that makes her heart beat a little faster. This is the kind of energy that she'll carry with her long after the moment is gone. And this advice, it's not pulled out of thin air. It comes from Old Stoic wisdom, a mindset that teaches us to be intentional with our words, to speak with meaning, and to act with purpose. Stoicism is all about being aware of the moment and making each one count. When you bring that mindset into your conversations, you create a connection that feels real, powerful, and unforgettable. My sincere advice for you is this: don't settle for being forgettable. Practice being present. Practice speaking with confidence and honesty. Let your compliments be genuine expressions, not empty phrases. Because when you do that, you're not just flattering her, you're making her fantasize about you all night long. Remember, it's not about trying too hard or putting on a show. It's about being thoughtful, deliberate, and truly engaged. That's how you win, with authenticity and awareness. This is Stoicism Win. Until next time, stay sharp, stay aware, and above all, never be forgettable. Take care of yourself, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.